We welcome you to Van Buren. We have got a barn burner for you here in 9th grade lady basketball action.
Yep, this will be the...
We're going to do the pledge and moment of silence. We'll be right back with you. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite songs, Doc.
The National Anthem.
You better believe it.
That is one of the songs that it's about the song, not the singer.
Exactly. Sometimes people forget that. So Jenna Honkala is going to start things off for the Lady Bulldogs today, along with Keely Dolan, Alyssa Gray, Pate Jones, and Izzy Smith for the Lady Bulldogs is going to be your starters. I do have a, oh, look at this. Snacks. Huh? So Brinley Henry is going to start things off for the Lady Pointers. Aspen Cone, she's number 11. Number 25, Lillian Gilbert. And number 32, Cameron Schmidt. And rounding out the starters, number 33, A.J. McDonald.
The size advantage, height-wise, goes to Van Buren in the early going, but Greenwood would like to try to play that pressure, full court trapping defense, trying to turn defense into offense, much like you see at the varsity level.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's one on height, then Van Buren will win this tip fairly easily, if it's one on height.
Let's just see how many rebounds 32 has tonight.
That's a big if.
Is that Gramlich, her name? 32?
Schmidt.
Gramlet is Alma.
Just like Schmidt, only Smith, only different. With an S-C-H.
And Van Buren handles the tip. Three on its way from Van Buren. It won't go. Rebound, Schmidt.
Yep, off all the window. She got it off the weak side of the three-point attempt there. Got it off the weak side of the rebound and was able to go up for two. Pate Jones with the ball out between the circles. She'll attack, kick it over. Now Smith at the top of the key. Smith back to Jones. Jones looks down low to Honkala. Tries to hit it cutting. Is that Gray? 11.
11 is Gray, yes.
Gray. Van Buren can't handle the ball. They throw it out of bounds, so Greenwood will have the possession. And Pate Jones just said, I'm going to go. I don't have to throw it to the official. The official says, I need that before you throw it in, so they reset. And Izzy Smith has it. Now Honkala out. And that ball batted Smith for 3 on the right side. That's off the rim, no good. And Schmidt with the rebound, but Gray ties that up, and the possession arrow will favor the Greenwood Bulldogs. The Lady Bulldogs.
That's right.
So Gray will trigger the inbound. Gets it to Smith. She'll fire from 3 on the left side. Rattles out, no good. The rebound comes down to Gilbert. Greenwood quickly trying to turn defense and offense here. Smith going the other way. The foul will be called on Cone as she tries to get back defensively, and Izzy Smith will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So defense turning into offense there. 4:33 to go here in the first period. Van Buren on top, 2-0. Izzy Smith's first free throw hits off the heel of the iron.
She'll find it. She'll find her touch here in a minute.
Second free throw is up, and it's good, so she cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1. What the made free throw does do is allow Greenwood to set up in that full court trapping defense. Cone across the court to Gilbert. Gilbert will get it across the timeline, but throw it
picked off
right to Gray. Gray kicks it ahead to Honkala. Now to Pate Jones. She'll shoot. Made that baseline jumper, and it's good. And there's a foul on the play. They're going to count the basket, and the foul will be on number 25. That's Lillian Gilbert. So Gilbert picks up her first, second team foul, and Pate Jones will try the old-fashioned three-point play. Jones eyes the basket, releases the free throw. It's up, and it's good. Van Buren breaks the press. Had numbers momentarily. Gilbert inside, off the window. It's no good. Rebound. That was Schmidt, I'm sorry. And Mcdonald gets the rebound. Yeah. She goes up and she scores. We have a tie game at 4. Quickly the other way, Greenwood with the possession. Izzy Smith left alone. She thought about it. Now she gives it to Keely Dolan. She'll fire from 3, and it's good. Keely Dolan has sat out several games with an injury. She dials it in from long range. And Greenwood's advantage is now 3, 7-4. Izzy Smith causing havoc in the backcourt, and she'll be whistled for her first foul. First team foul. They call it on 31, but it's actually 41. So Cone will trigger the inbound. She gets it to Gilbert. Izzy Smith hounding her in the backcourt. Now Izzy backs off just a little bit. Cone finds some daylight, goes to the right baseline, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out top to Gilbert between the circles. They look inside. They have the size advantage there, but that shot's off no good as Keely Dolan comes out of there with it. Quickly Greenwood the other way. Finds Honkala cutting to the basket. Does Pate Jones. She's fouled. And if that's on Cone, that'll be her second. And it is. Cone picks up her second foul. Good transition offense there for the Lady Bulldogs. They got the rebound and quickly ran the other way. Honkala cutting to the basket and goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ivy Perkins will come off the bench. Honkala knocks down the first. Doubles up Van Buren here. It's 8-4. 2:59 to go. Halfway through the first quarter here. Honkala's second free throw's up, and it's good. 9-4. Greenwood again, the full court trapping defense. That ball's tipped momentarily. It's still free on the floor, and it's going to be tied up, and the possession arrow will favor Van Buren. Ball was on the floor there for a little bit. Finally fell into the hands of Mcdonald. She was tied up, and Van Buren will take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. You got all your stuff figured out there, Mr. Holland?
I got it figured out now. I think I've even got a replay for you. How about that Keely Dolan 3?
Yes, it was nice.
Solid. So 9-4 is our score here. Luke Robbins, Sean Holland, and Dustin Smith.
Yes.
Here high atop Claire Bates Arena.
Yeah. It's a ways up here.
Van Buren, it is.
The
Air's a little thin.
The hot dog was left a little to be desired.
The pretzel was delightful.
I kind of wish that I'd have gotten a pretzel, but
I think they still have them.
well, too late for that now.
So Van Buren will inbound. I can give the talking back to you, Sean.
Well, we're off and running then. That's Gilbert now out to Perkins. She's harassed by Izzy Smith.
Oh.
Tried to get it back to Gilbert, and Gray ties it up on the floor, and that will be a jump ball possession, Greenwood.
All right.
All the difference in the world.
So quickly off the bench, number 22 for Van Buren.
That is Haley Smith.
Good name.
Haley?
Smith.
Oh, I see where you were going with that now. Speaking of, here's Izzy.
You can teach them to them. You can't learn it for them.
Right. Pate Jones, her jumper won't go. Ran down by
we got
Mcdonald.
player.
We've got a Van Buren player on the deck.
I think that's Perkins.
She'll come up, and they'll check on her.
That'll bring off the bench number 14.
Zoe Dalmut.
She's really favoring that right leg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope she's okay.
Yeah. She'll come to the bench under the applause, and we'll get things kicked back off with Zoe Dalmut now checked in for Perkins.
Dalmut will trigger the inbound. That's not Dalmut.
No, that's Smith. To Dalmut. Now up ahead to Henry. She'll find a flashing Schmidt, but it'll be too much and go out of bounds.
Well, that's doing something. You throw it over her head.
Yeah. Here comes Jenna Honkala over to Izzy Smith for three.
Oh.
Just won't go. Guess who's there for the rebound?
Yeah, that's number 3.
So
Izzy's going to pick up her second.
Yep, Izzy's going to pick up one. Harassing in the backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be careful with 2.
Haley Smith will trigger inside for Van Buren. And
good job by Gray there.
Right in the passing lane. Passed it to Dolan to Honkala. Now Jones driving. Jumper won't go, just too much, and rebound.
I'm going to call Dolan.
Yeah.
I don't know that Dolan agreed with that. First on Dolan, 3rd team foul.
Yeah. Broke the press. Now Dalmut throws it away. Here's Jones. All alone now. She puts it up off the glass for 2. It's good.
And that's good because she was running right at McDonald. McDonald was trying to beat her to a spot, and she was able to throw it up over the outstretched arm of McDonald off the window for 2.
And
Dolan's going to pick up her second.
Keeley just kind of there as Henry charged through.
Van Buren's going to roll the dice here. They bring Cone back in with her 2 fouls.
She'll get Dalmut.
So Izzy Smith, Keely Dolan, and Aspen Cone all with 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
Here's Cone with it. She gets it stripped away. Now Izzy Smith all alone up off the glass. Look at her go.
13-4. Van Buren led this game 2-0. Oh, that's the
And
3rd on Dolan.
Yeah. They're calling everything touch this one.
Very close called
But
game.
it's calling it equal on both sides, though. So
Certainly.
they're wanting you to move your feet and get in position.
Keeley will take a seat, and Piper Pitts will check into the ball game. Henry with it. Now back out to Cone. She'll drive in, gets cut off now, tries to pass over to Schmidt. She lost the handle on it, and here comes Pate Jones. I bet she dunks it. Up off the glass.
A made 2 is better than a missed 3, right? Isn't that what you said?
And a missed dunk also.
Right.
So.
That's true. I've seen a couple of those.
Now, I've seen something here the last couple of times as Van Buren brings it down on offense, and I want to see if you guys are picking up on it as well as Piper Pitts comes away with the stripped ball.
Couple Bulldogs right there, Lady Bulldogs right there together.
Smith going to
cross-court pass. That's Honkala.
Up and
Oh,
She makes, that's a good
nice
shot there with the right hand.
I like it.
Now let's see if they stay true to form here.
She had Smith, she had to beat, and was able to throw it up over her.
And
Desperation three goes off the mark, no good, and Greenwood leads after one, 17-4.
Yeah.
Now if you'll watch, if they continue, they stay true to form, they get it about 3/4 or a quarter of the way out, and then they hit McDonald right in the middle.
Yep.
She's their high point. They'll go to the high point and then go on down the court with it, usually to either Henry or Cone.
Yep.
We'll see if that trend continues as we're here in between the periods. And head coach Amy Hardy discusses it over with her troops as Coach Gehrig tends to the Van Buren Lady Pointers.
Yeah, what a first quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. Got a little slow start, actually, and still then kicked it into gear. And a lot of that's based off of transition, able to turn defense into offense, which we've seen on a number of occasions. Not just at this level, but at the varsity level, too. We better be careful because Jackie Dolan's going to be called for a foul walking up here.
Right? That's a fight. Yeah. So here we go, same suspects out there. Gray, Smith, Honkala, Jones, and Pitts all in for Greenwood. Maybe keeping Dolan rested for later. She's got some fouls on her team. Fouls-wise, not too terribly lopsided. 3 for Van Buren and 5 for Greenwood.
Now,
Van Buren will have it to start the second.
A lot of aggressive hands.
Oh,
Double dribble. Yeah.
Certainly is.
And that's just pressure.
Oh, and look here.
Business is picking up.
Yep, Kyla Piercy checks in for Izzy Smith to start Bulldogs possession in this period. Kyla.
There goes the high brass of Goodwin Trucking.
Watch out. Pate Jones into the corner, and Gray almost lost the handle on that cross-court pass. Piercy into Pitts. She's cut off. Back out to Jones. Pate will back it out. Piercy flashes, just can't get it to her underneath. She'll drive in, kick it out to Piercy. Now Jones. Pitts for 3.
She can knock down that
You
shot.
betcha.
The lefty comes off the bench, says, I don't need any warm-ups. Knocks down the 3, and Greenwood's leads 20-4. And that ball's going to say just knocked off of Honkala. We'll take that. 5 team fouls whistled against Greenwood in the first quarter. 3 against Van Buren. Good play there by Gray. She's been in the passing zone a lot tonight.
Walk, no call on Cone. Rebound Van Buren, and Pate's going to get whistled for a foul.
Yep.
And send McDonald to the line.
I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the game, the height advantage is clearly on Van Buren's side.
Right.
The quickness advantage is with the Lady Bulldogs, and they've tried to use that to their favor. They've gotten some basketballs that have been loose. They fired ahead and found the open teammate going to the basket, and that basically has been Pete Jones, the benefactor of a lot of that early.
Gilbert will check in for Schmidt for the Lady Pointers. McDonald missed the first one, got the second one, and here comes the Bulldogs. Jones with the inbound pass from Piercy up ahead to Pitts. Now Piercy has it, left wing. She'll drive in, kick it out to Jones. Honkala. Now back out to Jones from the corner, inside to Gray. Turnaround jumper won't go.
Piper Pitts just mistimed her jump there.
Yep.
But that ball did everything but fall. I thought it was going to crawl over the front of that rim.
Full court press now from the Lady Bulldogs. And
trying to hit the middle, like
they
you
break
said.
it.
That's Beautiful.
Honkala got in, knocked it out to Gray. Now here's Piercy with it. Jones alone for three. Won't go. Long rebound handled by Cone for Van Buren. She's off to the races. And Pate just kind of got in there and threw a cross check. And
that'll be Pate's second. So foul trouble mounting for the Lady Bulldogs.
Kind of got up under her, got her loose, and put her into the wall.
And I say mounting. 3 players have 7 fouls.
Yeah.
Pate's got 2. Izzy Smith's got 2. Dolan's got 3.
That dadgum Dolan. Cone can't make it go. And McDonald high over the back.
Good rebound, Jenna.
And her putback won't go. Jenna comes down with it.
Quickly
way up ahead.
Yeah.
Piper's touch is incredible.
Love to watch these girls shoot. They've got great hands. You can't complain about anything you see in these games unless, of course, you've got a really fine-toothed eyeball on it.
Pitts is going to pick up a foul there.
That'll send Cone to the line to shoot 1-1.
And the tough thing for Pitts, she was trying to use the sideline as a teammate. She was trying to force the ball handler over there, and that ball handler is Aspen Cone.
Right. Lydia Ann Adams and Riley Floyd come into the ball game. Number 1 is Adams. Number 21 is Floyd.
So Gray and Pitts will take a seat.
First one is good.
22-6 our score. 3:48 here to go in the first half.
Second one on its way, rims out. Gray, or excuse me.
Oh.
And a 3-point basket.
Cone said, I don't want just one of them. Give me 3.
Yeah.
The very unconventional 4-point play on that trip.
Yes.
Yeah. Piercy kicks it out to Honkala. Her shot won't fall, and rebound handled. Oh, excuse me. Now it's kicked out to
Floyd. Tracked that down, but now the ball's tracked down by Van Buren.
Yeah, McDonald got it to Henry. Now Cone has it. She's double teamed. Somebody's open. McDonald gets it over to Gilbert. Now back to Cone. She'll drive in. Little jumper won't go off the iron. Floyd and Adams both thought they had it. Adams turns up with it, and it's a jump ball possession Greenwood.
22-9. Greenwood trying to get through the early mounting foul trouble that they've had called.
18 fouls for Greenwood, 3 for Van Buren. Piercy, she'll pull up for a 3. You betcha.
Boy, and she's tough to guard if she's making that, because you want to go out and keep her from getting to the basket. But if you're going to sag off her far enough, she's proven she can knock down that 3-point shot.
She'll shoot it right in your face as well. Double team, ball knocked loose. Here's Honkala. She'll go hard.
What?
We're going to call it jump ball.
Huh, how about that? It'll be Van Buren's ball. Greenwood with hard full court press. Here we go. Cone will break it and quickly
Good
swatted
hands.
away by Adams. Floyd gets it over to Pitts. Now she'll slow it down in the half court. 2:10 left here in the first half.
Ooh.
And just threw it away to McDonald.
That was a good idea.
Yep. Underneath, 2-point basket is good. That's number 15, Madeline Elliott. She checked in on me for Van Buren. Piercy with it now to Pitts. Now Honkala has it. Jenna. She'll drive in, and she's cut off, and it's going to be a jump ball. Greenwood will keep it down here on this end.
Piper Pitts will trigger the inbounds underneath her goal.
Oh, check that now, Riley Floyd.
Yep. To Pitts.
Out to Pitts for 3. Good
Let her do it
grief.
again.
Party time.
Talk to me. Piper Pitts, her second from downtown.
Now Gilbert with it. She's cut off. She'll find Cone. Cone harassed by Honkala, swatted out of bounds, and it will remain Van Buren's ball.
Just suffocating defense for the Lady Bulldogs.
It's exactly what you want to see. The best offense is a good defense. I've always said that. 3 on the way from Cone, misses its mark and goes out of bounds.
Van Buren with the size advantage, settling for the outside shots.
28-11. Minute 10 left here in the first half. Piercy kicks it out to Honkala for 3. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Adams. She's harassed, and finally a jump ball.
And that'll be Van Buren's ball.
Yep.
It's a lot of jump balls.
It's been the safest call. We've seen that now for the last week or so.
Yeah.
A minute 2 left here in the first half. Greenwood with a commanding 28-11 lead.
Gilbert has it over now to Cone. She'll break the press and double team and get across the timeline.
Piercy nearly picks that from behind, and she ends up grabbing it, and they call it a jump ball.
I think jump ball is one of those things, Doc, that it doesn't hurt anybody's feelings.
It's hard to argue.
Right? Here's Piercy with it now across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Gets a good screen. Goes up for 3. It won't go. It comes back down into the hands of
Gilbert.
And
Now they're going to call a foul on Piercy.
Mm-hmm.
That will be free throws.
That'll be the 10th team foul, I believe. Or is it just the 9th?
It'd be the 9th. So still shooting 1-1. That's Piercy's first in this game. Gilbert at the line for the Lady Pointers, and the first one drops good. Second one as well.
So 35.6. See what Greenwood does here with the possession. Up 15 here right before the half.
Piercy drives in, cut off, picks it out to Pitts. She'll stop and pop, won't go. Rebound. Greenwood. Piercy put it up. It won't go. Now elbows thrown.
Oh, they're going to call foul on Lydia Adams.
And Gilbert will go shoot 2. I always thought that when you're throwing elbows like that, that you might get called for a foul.
It rarely happens.
If I hit you with my elbow, would it not hurt?
Let's not try.
You don't want to test
It probably won't, but you better not try.
Yeah.
You don't want to test that theory. I got you. So both of them good for Gilbert. She's money at the line.
Yeah, she's 4 for 4.
And here comes Kyla Piercy. 15 seconds. Now Pitts has it. Back to Piercy. She'll drive, cut off. Back out to Pitts for 3. Won't go, and the rebound goes off of Riley Floyd out of bounds.
So 2 seconds left here in the first half. Don't foul her.
And Honkala tackled on the resulting play. It'll be 1st and 10 Greenwood when we
said,
come
I
back.
see my brother do this.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll step away at the half. It's 28-15, Lady Bulldogs on top in freshman action, coming to you live from Van Buren, Arkansas on Greenwood Sports Center. We are back here, second half action. Greenwood Lady Bulldogs on top, 28-15. Van Buren with the ball to start. That's Cone with it. She'll skip it across to Gilbert. Now Henry back out to Cone for three.
Boom!
My goodness.
Her mama's a Bulldog.
Is that right?
It is.
Oh.
That is correct. Gray with the ball. She kicks it back out to Izzy Smith, and Greenwood will reset offensively.
So Cone, part Bulldog. Yeah. That would explain that. Gray says, I want in. Nope. High for the rebound is
Schmidt, number 6.
Yeah.
Cone again, same
Here
spot.
we go.
Money. All of a sudden, 7-point ball game.
Watch out, ladies. This is about where it turned bad for the 8th grade boys. Smith has it now to Pate Jones. Gray. She'll swap with Smith. Izzy will drive the paint. She tries to bounce pass into Dolan. She's cut off. Now Honkala for 2. It won't go. High for the rebound is Henry, and it goes out of bounds as Dolan was trying to grab it.
I don't know if Honkala was ready for that shot or she just fired it up because Dolan was in the lane. Could have been a 3-second violation. She didn't throw that up. She did.
Gilbert gets it to Cone, now up ahead to Schmidt. She'll go up, blocked by Dolan. Now here's Honkala. To Smith, to Jones. Now back to Smith for deep 3. It won't go, hard iron. Honkala with the board. She'll force one up and draw the foul. And they're going to charge that to number 32. That is Cameron Schmidt. That'll send Jenna Honkala of the Mount Harmony Mafia to the line.
I don't know that Jenna is convinced that she is under 6 foot.
Jenna
she plays like she's a lot bigger than that.
She certainly does.
Or a lot taller, I guess I should say.
Her first one no good. Second one is on its way. It finds the cup. 8-point ball game again. Here we go. Cone has it up ahead to Schmidt. Her pass was deflected. Now Cone has it. She'll stop and pop. 2 points, you bet.
Cone's got 8 here in the second half. She's trimmed the Greenwood lead to 6.
Smith with it now. Now Gray in the corner. Back to Jones. She'll back it out and find Dolan underneath. Now Gray cutting. 2 points, you bet.
Yeah, that's a good cut. Back cut is what you want to see, and a good look there from Dolan.
Up ahead now, Schmidt has it, 2-on-1. She'll throw it up, no good. Dolan comes down with the board. Ahead to Honkala. Harassed by Gilbert. Now Jones.
They're going to call a foul on Gilbert on the pass.
Huh.
I almost wish they didn't call it there because I saw that shot coming.
So Piercy will come in. Gray will take a seat. That's the second on Gilbert.
We're lined up. Almost, I thought we were about to line up for a shot. No. Smith back to Jones on the inbound. It won't go, hard iron. Dolan has it. She's harassed, kicks it out.
Nice.
Now here comes 3 from Pate Jones.
Talk to me. Pate.
Hey.
From downtown.
Good defense.
Interrupted there. Now Piercy has it. She'll go hard to the cup.
Euro.
This is where Greenwood was really good in the first half. They created offense with their defense.
And timeout called by Coach Gehrig. She wants to have a chat.
Well, and things were starting to go out of hand because Greenwood was trying to set up. When you make a basket, you can set up that full court press. When you don't make it, you've got to scramble back defensively.
Certainly.
So when Greenwood's able to set up that press off a made basket, it causes Van Buren some problems. They've got steady ball handlers in Aspen Cone. She's the one that can get there, but when she gets double teamed, she's got to give it up and find somebody else to break the press. And Greenwood has quick hands and comes from behind and traps from all angles and has created turnover after turnover. And when you create the turnover, and you look ahead automatically. You see Pate Jones running down the court. You see Honkla or Izzy Smith or whoever it may be headed the other way because they know a turnover's coming. That's led into some great offense for the Lady Bulldogs. And what was once a 6-point game is all of a sudden ballooned back up to 13, a 6-0 run quickly by the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, now Aspen Cone's nobody to go to sleep on either.
No, she's got all eight of their second half points.
Exactly. So she'll be one to watch for the Lady Pointers as she comes back out for Van Buren with the rest of her crew. Schmidt, McDonald, Gilbert, and Henry. Be Van Buren's ball. Cone gets it into Gilbert. Back to Cone. And she stopped and popped, and it rattled out. High for the board was Honkala. Jones came out with the loose ball. Now we'll set up the offense. Izzy Smith bounce pass to Dolan. She'll drive in. Foul, no call. And Cone comes away with it.
Dribbling through everybody.
And
they're going to call a foul. That's Izzy. It's going to be her third.
More swatted away than anything, I think.
Izzy or Pate.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's Izzy.
Yeah, 41. Her third foul of the game. Team foul number 1 for the half, though.
We'll give credit to Aspen. I think she dribbled between every Greenwood Lady Bulldog defender.
Right.
Gilbert now with the inbound.
Good
looking
hands,
for Aspen. Izzy got in the way. She's knocked out of the way by Henry, and Henry took over. Now Gilbert has it. Her shot is good. And Smith thought about a three, dumps it off to Jones. Won't go. High for the board is McDonald and Schmidt.
A lot of contact there. No foul was called.
I couldn't believe they didn't whistle up Kyla. I think she hit both of them.
11-point lead.
And heavy contact there as well.
Oh, good hustle.
Kyla tried to run down the ball. She was trying to pick away from Aspen Cone. Henry gets it into Cone now in the backcourt. Back to Henry. Now Cone. She'll drive in, dump it back out to Henry. Now Cone for three. It won't go. Long rebound. Piercy. She lost a handle on it.
That's a kick ball.
That was a kick ball, but no call. And
wow.
They're not calling anything now.
Swallowed some whistles apparently.
Technical foul.
A technical foul called on the assistant Van Buren coach.
So the foul was on 4. Dolan picks up her 4th.
It's rare that you have that.
So I'm guessing the foul was on the floor.
And so there's a 2-shot technical free throw.
We're going to send Pate Jones to the line to do the honors.
I'm not sure what was said, and I'm not sure the Van Buren coach knows what was said.
Yeah,
he turned
really
around
confused.
with a look of confusion on his face. Pate misses the first one.
36-25 is our score. Second free throw is
Yep.
up and good, and Greenwood should have the possession even though the foul was on that end. It was a floor foul.
It was a
So
floor
Greenwood
foul, then the technical.
Right, so Greenwood should have possession based off the technical. Dolan will have to sit down as she's got 4 fouls, matching her jersey number.
Piercy will trigger the inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. Who came in for Dolan? That's Adams, number 1. Jones kicks it out to Smith. Now way over to Honkala. Now Piercy thought about a 3. She'll drive in, cut off, dumps it out to Jones. She thought about a 3, drive in, short jumper, won't go. High for the board, gets knocked out, and Gilbert comes away with it. And it'll go out of bounds. Piercy stepped on the line, flashing for the steal.
And Piercy dodged a bullet there because she might have been, should have been whistled for a foul.
I agree.
Henry gets it into Mcdonald. Now Gilbert has it. Way out on the Van Buren logo. Inside to Henry. She's cut off, double teamed. Bounce pass.
Good steal.
Ill-advised. Piercy comes away with it way ahead to Jones. She'll back it out. Now back over to Piercy. Thought about a three. Jumps back. Now Smith. She cuts one more time. It won't go. And Smith gets the rebound. Now Cone has it for the Lady Pointers. Smith goes up, and Lydia Ann Adams is going to be charged with a foul. And
her second.
Cameron Schmidt will go to the line. Schmidt. I wasn't sure if it was Schmidt or now I can't even say how I was saying it wrong.
Will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good.
37-26 now.
Didn't hit the rim, so that'll be Greenwood basketball. 26.3 to go here in the third quarter.
Here comes Smith with it. Much easier to say. Piercy now. Jones to Adams. She's getting it swat at her over there. Smith to Piercy. Now back to Smith for 3.
That's
won't go. High for the board is Honkala.
Man.
And it's saved in bounds by Gilbert, and she took a hard fall over there on the steps.
She hit that railing over there pretty good.
I hope she's okay.
We've played 3 here in Van Buren, Lady Bulldog basketball, freshman action. 37-26, Greenwood on top. Doc, we've watched some pretty good basketball here so far tonight. One more game coming after this one.
Yeah, we've got the 9th grade boys still to come. If I remember, the game with Van Buren was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
At our place.
Double overtime, wasn't it?
Double overtime ended up falling to the.
That didn't go our way.
Yeah.
Did not. So.
Opportunity.
I was there for that game.
If they were my boys, I'd want revenge too.
Make no mistake. It's not revenge they're after. It's the reckoning.
Oh, the reckoning.
There it is.
Are we live?
We are.
Oh. So the world got tuned into that little tombstone display there.
Yeah, that happens more often than you would think.
That we were live or that tombstone references?
Tombstone references.
22 people heard it. 25 if you count us.
Extremely important 25 people.
Oh, we lost 2 viewers after that little episode. So there's that. Be Greenwood's ball to start the 4th. And we're off and running. Pate Jones gets it to Izzy Smith underneath to Honkala. She'll back it out to Pate. She thought about a 3. Jumper won't go. Rebound Piercy. She'll put it back and 1.
Good job by Piercy to get positioning. The foul's called on number 10. That's Henry. She picks up her first, I believe. It is her first, and Piercy will go for the old-fashioned three-point play and trying to extend Greenwood's lead back out to 14.
And she does. So it looks like Gilbert's all right after the tumble.
Oh, nice.
Piercy got in the passing lane, kicks it out to Pitts for 3.
Boom.
Woo-hoo!
Talk to me.
Looky here, looky here.
Piper Pitts says, I don't need any warm-up shots. I'll do just fine. Take all 3 of these.
Here's Cone. She'll drive through everybody. And Piercy got behind and just swatted it away.
Have you seen anybody better at that than the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs coming up from behind and swatting it like that?
There was somebody that I can't remember who. It was a game I was watching. I don't. As far as junior high and high school basketball, no. There was somebody that I was watching though that was pretty good about it, and I can't remember who it was now.
43-26 is our score. Van Buren takes a timeout.
Yep.
32nd in variety. They're trying to calm the troops down and say, hey, we got opportunities if you'll hang on to the ball on the offensive end of the floor.
But what I like is stuff like this. Piper pits for 3. Beautiful shot. Absolutely wonderful. Did you watch any football last night, Doc?
I watched a little bit.
That
Were there games on yesterday?
Are they 6A?
no, they're not. I just say there was too much time on the clock for Mahomes. Here we go, inbound Van Buren, and
Nice.
swatted away once again by Piercy. She'll run it down.
Piercy's doing everything. She grabs the ball out from behind the bench, hands it to the official, and goes back and sets up defensively.
She's in charge of water during the breaks, too. Gilbert got it in. Yeah,
Oh.
Piercy almost had it. And timeout, Van Buren.
Nope,
No?
they're going to call a foul on Piercy.
Certainly. Why not?
It's her
That's
second.
yeah. 4th team
What
foul.
is she doing? She's still got 3 fouls.
Exactly.
Gosh. Let's go. Inbound now, Van Buren. Cone to Gilbreth. Her shot altered. Put back
That's McDonald.
McDonald. 6'2", 6'3".
Gilbert
big
makes the steal. Here she goes the other way, and they're going to call a foul on Piercy.
Well,
I said it too much.
you
too
asked
soon.
for it, Doc.
It's her
okay.
third. Gilbert to go to the free throw line. She knocked all 4 of hers down in the first half.
Right.
Yeah, she's money from the line.
Yeah. Oh, announcer's jinx.
Oh, man. Well, she'll get this one.
You were right.
Well,
She made it.
She's a good shooter.
still can't run down that basketball. Funny how that thing bounces like it does.
5 minutes to go.
Deflate gate. Inflate gate.
Right. Here's Izzy Smith. To Piercy. She'll drive in, kick it out to Honkala for 3.
Get in there.
Too short, won't go. Pitts with the board. Kicks it back out to Smith for 3. Dead ahead.
Boom.
Woohoo!
Straight on. Izzy has been
Look
long on the sides.
My God.
Locked in from straight away.
And long pass and jump ball. That is going to stay with Van Buren.
Yep.
As Haley Smith checks in for Gilbreth. Lillian Gilbreth.
Nope.
No,
Gilbert's going to trigger the inbound.
she'll trigger the inbound. That's Cameron Schmidt that's going to come out for a second.
Keely Dolan will come in with 4 fouls.
Watch
4:34 is
Watch
left on the
out.
clock.
Honkle will take a breather.
Will she make it to the 2-minute mark?
I say she fouls pretty quick.
Good play there by, Pearson nearly knocked that off a cone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Cone may be like, whew. All right,
Yeah.
they can get me now.
Another extra breather. Here we go. Gilbreth got it swatted away and just kind of shoved Piercy. No call, just out of bounds. Van Buren ball. Out to Haley Smith. She'll get it back to Gilbreth. Underneath the McDonald. She looks back for 3 from Gilbreth.
Boom. Gilbert said, I'm not just a 3-point shooter, boys.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Piercy fires one early, won't go. Gilbreth with the board, and she'll bring it back the other direction.
14-point advantage, 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Cone. Now to Smith. Now back to Cone. She thought about the 3. She'll drive in. Jumper won't go. Rebound is Henry.
That's
Piercy's
4.
going to pick up her 4th.
Yeah.
It's hard for a player with active hands to
Right.
not go after that ball that's right in front of your face.
Certainly. Leave her in there, Coach.
Henry will be shooting 2.
I don't know if we've seen Henry from the line tonight or not.
She misses the first.
I think I would have remembered that. A unique shooting style. Missed them both.
Got a
and
rebound,
Got a
though.
rebound. Jump ball. That one will go to Greenwood.
Yeah. There's going to be a timeout taken by Van Buren.
Greenwood.
Oh, Greenwood.
Yep. Our mistake.
46-32. We got 3:45 left in this ball game. Greenwood has extended their lead several times. Van Buren's clawed back. They've extended it back out again. Van Buren's clawed back. And what's keyed Greenwood's runs are the defensive end or being able to set up in that trapping defense off a made basket.
Certainly.
Need a couple of those on a couple of possessions here and try to extend this lead back out.
Piercy and Dolan both with 4 fouls, still out on the floor, joined by Pitts, Smith, and Jones. 16 fouls for Greenwood, 4 for Van Buren. Piercy lost the handle on it and went out of bounds. They're going to say.
Oh, they're reversing it.
Reversing the call. Gilbert to Cone. Swatted at. She'll take a jumper, won't go. Rebound ran down, out of bounds. That's going to be off of McDonald, A.J. McDonald. Greenwood will trigger the inbound with Piper Pitts. She'll get it in to Kyla Piercy. Piercy. And Gilbert will be charged with a foul. That is Gilbert's third. Jones will trigger the inbound and to Izzy Smith. Smith with Cone in her pocket. She'll drive in, kick it to Dolan, now back out to Jones. Piercy almost lost the handle on it. She's cut off, in trouble, and timeout called.
Good.
30-second timeout called. Coach Hardy just trying to keep the possession alive.
Greenwood with the possession. Still got a value, but the value of the possessions.
I think I got you beat. 10 days. My goodness.
Dolan, Pitts, Pate Jones, Kyla Piercy, and Izzy Smith, 5 on the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. 3:12 here left in this ball game, nearly halfway through the fourth period.
Same suspects for Van Buren: Henry, Cone, Smith, Gilbert,
Piper
and the
Pitts.
inbound. Beautiful.
Just a soft little jumper there from the side of the goal. She doesn't use backboard. She just trusts her shot enough.
Cone broke the press, and little jumper won't go. That was last tipped by Pitts.
Van Buren basketball.
Right. Inbound.
Oh, I'm going to say that was all ball.
All ball.
I'm with the Van Buren faithful.
Right.
I mean,
Cone to Gilbert for 3.
good shot.
Off the mark, won't go. Saved in bounds, only to have Greenwood retain possession. Here we go. Pate Jones. She's going to let a little air out. Go inside to Dolan. One bounce up off the rim, won't go.
Good shot.
Gilbert with the rebound.
Yeah, good open layup there, just iron unkind.
McDonald to Cone for 3. Rimmed out, won't go. Jones with the board. Now Smith with it. Way over to Dolan. Head fake, shot up, won't go. Pitts with the rebound. Now Smith has it at the top of the key. Inside to Dolan again. She's cut off, ball loose. Jones picks it up and gets it back out to Smith. Bounce pass.
Too early to play keep away?
Yeah.
Izzy's like,
it won't go, and McDonald comes down with the board. Shocker.
Izzy says, I'm going to the basket.
Yep.
Gilbert to Cone. They'll play catch. Now get it into McDonald. She'll walk. Double dribble.
I was about to say.
There it is. Finally got it called.
He didn't want to call it.
It's the right call. to the chagrin of the Van Buren faithful.
So Smith will check out. Schmidt will check in.
Say that again.
Smith will check out. Haley Smith, 22.
Schmidt will check in.
Right.
Got it. Oh, look at here.
Kyla's just going to pull it back.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we're going to let a little air out of it. Piercy with her dribble out near the midcourt stripe. Harassed by Henry. She'll go underneath to Smith. They'll try to foul her, no call. Dolan in the corner to Piper Pitts.
Oh, can't throw it back court.
Yeah, she saved it.
Saved it.
Did
Now
Piercy.
Izzy has it, and she's fouled by Cone.
That's the 16th foul.
One more to give.
Yep. So that'll be Greenwood basketball on the side. And you got to do two things. Make the good pass
Yep.
and be ready for the foul.
Piercy, she's fouled, no call. Finally fouled. I would prefer that if they're trying to foul, they whistle the first one instead of getting more aggressive with it. You don't want to see anybody at any point in the game get hurt for any reason, but you certainly don't want to see it this late in the game, this far behind.
Piercy with a 1-and-1. She knocks down the first, gets the second. 49-32.
Second one on its way. Hard iron won't go. Piercy got her own board. She'll take it out and get it over to Izzy Smith. Smith. There it is. Nice soft foul. And send Izzy to the line.
5 on Gilbert.
That's going to do it for her. She's going to make them call her out. And she's had a heck of a ball game.
She has been money from the free throw line, knocked down some long-range jumpers as well.
So hats off to Lillian Gilbert for a well-fought basketball game. She was really a good competitor.
Half 100.
Second one on its way. It's good. 51-32. We're at the 30-second mark. And
Izzy Smith's going to pick up her fourth.
Third or fourth? Fourth, yep.
So Cone will get to add to her point tally, total.
Total, tally,
Throw those two together.
I like
the
it.
Tattle.
Yep. Her first one's on its way. Back of the iron won't go. High for the board is Mcdonald. Her putback won't go, and Izzy comes away with it. Smith bounce pass to Jones. She'll hang on to it. Now back to Smith. They'll play keep away.
.11 seconds left on the clock.
Kyla has it out on top of the Van Buren logo. Cone is not going away. 2-1, and that is going to do it for the ball game. 51-32. Your Lady Bulldog freshman victorious here in Van Buren. Doc, just a really great ball game to watch. Even if you're not invested, just a good ball game to watch.
Yeah, good back and forth. Greenwood again. We mentioned it numerous times. Turning defense into offense. The pressure got to Van Buren. They're not able to handle the pressure. Greenwood took advantage of it. Got the shots to fall from outside as well, from a variety of people. Piper Pitts, Izzy Smith, Pate Jones, Kyla Piercy, all with long-range bombs. And Greenwood was able to win this ball game by 19, comfortably running away at the end. It was a long game.
Yeah.
Little foul heavy there at the end, but Greenwood was able to have more points than they had at the end of the game, and that's what matters. You score more than they do, that leads to a win every time.
Yep. Certainly honorable mentions go to Aspen Cone and Lillian Gilbert, both really good shooters for Van Buren. And then underneath, you just can't hardly beat the height advantage there of A.J. Mcdonald and Cameron Schmidt.
Yeah.
Really a good ball club for Van Buren.
Yeah, quality ball game. Greenwood did what they had to do, get on the road and win a ball game on the road. Now they get a layoff. They don't play again until I think a week from Thursday will be their next game. So they have some downtime. 7th and 8th grade will play on Monday night. But there's no game scheduled Thursday night. That's Greenwood's natural bye. With only 6 teams in the conference, you got 5 games. Somebody's going to have a bye week.
Right. And since Trinity doesn't have a 9th grade,
Right.
there will be no freshman games.
Right. So those games are Monday. The girls will be at home. 2 7th grade, 1 8th grade Monday. The boys will play at Trinity, 2 7th grades and 1 8th grade. And then we're about to hit the home stretch for this 9th grade bunch.
We're going to go to the whip.
They got a couple games. I know Southside, Northside are looming on the schedule. I think one more with Alma.
Yeah.
That may be the rest of that should be the second rotation through for the 9th grade group.
Right. Certainly want to win this one tonight. Van Buren Greenwood freshmen went into double overtime. That's the last meeting at HB Stewart Arena. And the boys in blue are ready. Coach Hyman and the crew will take off here in about 5.5 minutes. We'll bring you all the action right here on Greenwood Sports Center. We'll step away for a few minutes. Starting for the Bulldogs tonight, Isaiah Arrington, a guard, number 1. Number 2 is Kaylor Jasna. Number 4, Daniel Burton. Number 5, Jaden Garnes. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Bulldogs, Grant Carnes, number 15. For the Pointers, Trenton Cooley, number 3. Number 15, Ty Cobley. Number 20 is Elijah Johnson. Number 21 is A.G. Denton. And probably number 24, Cam Keller.
Read those names before, haven't you?
Certainly have. And I've read this one, James Pagarion. And as Van Buren plays a song that will most definitely get this video tagged, we're getting ready to start things off here.
Grant Carnes will jump center.
Doc, we've seen these two teams match up at H.B. Stewart here not too long ago. It went into double overtime. Van Buren came away victorious, and these Bulldogs are thirsty for a victory here tonight.
Yeah, I was on the scoreboard for that game. All of it.
Every bit of it. Here we go. Kind of faking him out. Greenwood will handle the tip. Away with it now. Jasna to Burton to Arrington. He'll dribble it out to the high wing. Now Carnes has it.
If you're Van Buren, you want Carnes to have the ball out there.
Certainly. Arrington, he's double teamed. He'll get through traffic, give it to Burton for a nice little jumper, 2 points, and Greenwood's on the board.
Yeah, good baseline jumper there. Solid offensive possession for the Greenwood Bulldogs. Found the open teammate, and Burton's able to knock it down. Cooley with a possession for Van Buren. Dribbles between the circles. Tries to set the offense in motion.
Now Cobley gets it into the corner, down to Keller. Back out to Cobley. He's harassed. Back to Keller. Cobley looks inside, and 2 points are good for Elijah Johnson.
Greenwood quickly gets the ball out of the net and runs the other way.
Arrington has it. He's harassed. He'll go up. No foul called. Burton gets the awkward shot. Now Garnes will go hard to the cup, and it goes in for 2.
Garnes, good use of the glass there. Drew the contact and was able to throw it up off the window for 2.
Now Van Buren, that's Trenton Cooley with it. He'll get across the timeline and get it over to Denton. Now in the corner to Keller. He's harassed by Garnes and Jasna. Now Cooley has it high atop the key. He's guarded by Daniel Burton. Now Keller for 3.
Big shot from the corner. Cooley drawing the attention, found the open teammate, and he's able to knock down the 3.
Arrington drives in hard. He'll back it out to Burton. Across the court to Jasna. Now Garnes has it right wing. Bring it to Arrington. Now Carnes has it. Looks for a flashing Jasna. One bounce, cut off. He'll go back out to Burton for 3.
Quick trigger.
Won't go. Garnes gathers the board, puts it back up. His putback won't go, and Cooley comes down with the rebound for Van Buren.
2 really good opportunities there for Greenwood. Ball not able to fall.
It's a 1-point ball game. Van Buren with the advantage thus far. Keller from 3 range won't go. Carnes high for the board. He'll kick it out to Arrington on the run. He gets his pocket picked.
Yeah.
But to no avail, Cooley steps out of bounds. It's going to remain Greenwood's ball.
Yeah, Cooley right there on the sideline. Good effort there by him. Pokes the ball free. Just hits the base or hits the sideline on his way to get the ball.
Here's Arrington with it now. Across the timeline to Jasna on the right side. Burton has it. Bounce pass to Garnes. Now Arrington inside underneath to Carnes. He's fouled, no go. And number 21, Denton, comes down with the board, and now Cooley has it.
Yeah, Carnes was fading away from the glass on that one. You want him to go up strong towards the basket.
Absolutely. Cobley gets it back to Cooley. He'll drive in, and over the head type pass. Now Keller finds a flashing Denton, and he goes in for 2. Arrington with his dribble. Bounce pass ill-advised. Burton regains possession, puts it up.
He'll get in there.
Won't go, but he does draw the foul.
See who they whistle this on. 24.
24, that's Cam Keller. I sure hate that. He's proved
He's already hit a 3 tonight, hasn't he?
deadly from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
As the first one falls good for Daniel Burton.
Remember Burton in that double overtime game hit some big shots late, free throws as well. Keep Greenwood right in that ball game.
Second one on its way, rattles around and finds the bottom of the cup. Cooley ahead to Keller. He'll kick it back out to Denton. He'll drive in, little jumper, nicely done.
Man adjusted his shot in midair. I thought the ball was tipped. He was able to corral it and throw it up for 2.
Arrington with it. He'll drive in, cut off by Cooley. Bounce pass tried for Carnes. He's held by Johnson. That's an automatic first down. Cobley thought about a 3. He'll kick it to Keller. One more pass underneath to Denton. His shot won't go, blocked out by Carnes. And
he's laying on the out-of-bounds line.
Yep, that'll go Greenwood's direction.
Good hands there from Daniel Burton to keep swatting at the ball.
Philpott will check in for Arrington. Number 3, Lane Philpott. Here's Jasna with it. He'll dump it off to Philpott. Now Burton. Bounce pass to Carnes. He'll find Burton for 3. Just won't go, hard off the iron, and Keller will let it go out of bounds harmlessly.
Design play there, and Burton is deadly from 3. That one just a little bit short and falls out of bounds, and Van Buren will have the possession. They have the lead, 9-6.
Cooley has it now in the backcourt, slowing the tempo down just a little bit. 1:32 left here in the first period. Van Buren 3 points ahead. Here's Keller. Inside to Johnson. Now Cooley for 3. Won't go. Carnes high for the board. Fast ahead now to Jasna. He finds Philpott up off the glass. Won't go. Rebound Keller for Van Buren. He gets it to Cobley. Up ahead to Cooley. A flashing Daniel Burton. Just couldn't quite get the break set.
Yeah, he ran out of real estate over there. Read the pass. Just couldn't tap the toes in.
Still going to put him a notch in the INT column. It was an interception. Clean.
Cooley to Keller. Or Cobley, excuse me. Now Keller. Back to Cobley.
I like to see those hands straight up in the air like we've
Keller
been seeing.
drives in. Carnes.
Altering shots, good.
Yeah. And Burton strips it free. They're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to be Van Buren's possession.
Yeah, Daniel Burton has had active hands here in this ball game. He's been right around the basketball. That time he ties it up.
Trenton Cooley, number 3 for Van Buren. He'll trigger in and get it to Cam Keller. He'll take it back out, slow it back down, and play catch with Cobley. Now Denton. Keller. Deep 3. My goodness.
And that's deep. You don't pick guys up that far.
No.
Unless their name's Steph Curry.
And another ill-advised bounce pass goes awry. Denton puts it up off the glass. Won't go, but he's fouled by Garnes. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
So 12-6 is the score. The scoreboard on the live stream may be a little slow there.
Now we're trying to get that sorted out for whatever reason.
Denton at the free throw line makes the first.
The clock is correct.
No easy layups. Second free throw's no good. Arrington clears the board, and he goes the other way. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. He picks up his dribble. Finds Burton. Carnes will have to force from way out. Oh, off the front of the iron, no good. And that'll end the first quarter of action. Van Buren up 13-6. Offensively, Greenwood had opportunities, just couldn't get shots to fall, and Van Buren did just enough to make shots fall. Got some good back cuts on their offense to find the open player cutting to the basket. And Greenwood trails after one here, 13-6.
Some good opportunities for the Bulldogs, just can't quite make some of the shots fall. And how do you deal with somebody like Cam Keller? His range is inside the building.
Well, I mean, from where he hit that was on near half court, near what would be the 10-foot attack line for the volleyball court.
Just made it look too easy.
And was able to knock down those shots. And that has contributed to their lead, obviously.
Hindman readies the troops for the second. Good game. And Greenwood will have it to start.
You would have liked to have gotten points on that last possession for Greenwood and then have the possession to begin the second quarter.
Arrington checks back in for the Bulldogs. And Cooley got in the passing lane, and they're going to whistle a foul on Daniel Burton.
Is that his second? Nope, his first. Second team foul. Cooley's quick hands.
Yep. Here's Cooley with it now again. That's a foul. Not on the game. I'm talking about behind me. Cobley lets one fly. It won't go. High for the board is Burton. Now Philpott has it. Ahead to Arrington. And Cooley got in his way, and they're going to say is on the floor.
But a foul.
But a foul nonetheless as he came flying in trying for the steal.
So that's the first on Cooley. Arrington will trigger the inbounds. Finds Carnes.
Philpott to Burton, deep three.
Boom!
Party time.
Daniel Burton says, I got some range of my own.
Yeah.
And that was a beauty. 13-9 now. Cobley, and it's stolen away by Carnes. Here we go.
He's going to carry that.
We're going to say he carried it.
Yeah, he was setting up, trying to figure out what he was going to do there.
And he may have, he may not. Could have been that Maybelline makeup call.
Carnes was dunking in pregame.
He did quite the show, too. Cooley guarded closely, and now he'll get it ahead to a checked-in.
Good hands.
Hang on, I'll come up with it. Pagarion. Cooley strips it away. And he'll drive towards the bucket. He's cut off. Now back out to Keller. Shot blocked. He came right back down with it.
Oh, that's a tough angle.
Yeah. And shot just kind of floats around up there. Burton finally comes down with it. He's cut off by Cooley. Gets it to Arrington. Nice. He'll fake, go up. He's fouled on his way to the cup, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
That'll be two on Keller, I believe.
That is on Keller. And it is his second. Team foul number 3.
Arrington meant business. He was going straight to the basket there. 9 times out of 10, they're calling a foul on the defense when you go to the basket like that. Arrington will go to the free throw line for 2.
First one on its way, you bet. Number 14, Jake Brown, and number 15, Ty Cobley, will come back in and get Denton and Keller with his 2 fouls.
Again, these two teams played a double overtime game in H.B. Stewart.
Second one rims out, and Arrington runs down the zone board, gets it to Carnes. He'll go up. His shot won't go, and a battle for it underneath. And timeout called by Van Buren.
So 30-second timeout.
Yep. A physical game so far, Doc.
And you expect that, these two teams.
Tomorrow, you and I will join forces with the voice of the Bulldogs, Tim Terry, as we travel to Valonia for a makeup game. The Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Eagles from the Eagles Nest.
5 o'clock affair there, tip-off at 5.
Now, I'll let you pick where we were eating last week. And it was good. I didn't mind the gas station. But if it's all the same to you, I'd kind of like to stop by James Brackney's outfit there in Boonville, the Black Dog Meat Company. Man, he's got some good food. Cooley still in the backcourt, harassed by Philpott, finally gets it across. Looking for help. He'll find Brown. Brown bounced pass to Cobley. Now over in the corner to Cooley. He'll pull up from deep three. It won't go. Garnes with the board. It's tipped away. Pagarion got a hand on it. Back to Cooley. He'll put it up, and he's fouled on his way to the cup. And he'll shoot two.
Just
and that one's going to be on Jaden Garnes.
Just an unfortunate break there for Garnes, as he had the ball batted out of his hands, and then out of frustration commits a foul, and Cooley will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
First one won't go for Cooley. Really good with handling the ball.
Made some clutch free throws
certainly
at H.B. Stewart in that double overtime game. First time around.
Second one falls good, and up off the bench with the shooting shirt is Caleb Burnett. He'll get Jaden Garnes. Now here's Arrington with it. It's a 4-point ball game. 3:18 left here in the first half. Carnes high on top of the key. Looking for help. He'll get it to Burnett. Pulls up for three. Won't go. Cooley with the board. Spin move. Puts it up. He falls down. No foul. Pagarion gets it back to him. Cooley looking for help. Finds Cobley. Now Cooley one-hand grabs. Deep three on the way. Front iron won't go.
I say let him keep shooting.
Yeah.
Greenwood cannot track down the loose balls.
I know.
Carnes straight up against.
There's one.
Johnson. Now Arrington.
Yep.
Just a reckless pass in up ahead to Burton. And up off the bench now is Holland to get Burnett and Jasna to get Arrington with his fresh haircut.
And we were trying to go a little fast. Greenwood trying to get the ball down the floor. A little too much mustard on that. Turnover goes back to Van Buren. 14-10 our score. Van Buren in the lead.
Pagarion with it. He's double teamed. Holland
Good
comes
hands.
up with the loose ball up ahead to Burton. He'll go up, fake, and nice off the glass.
Yeah, good body control there. Get the defenders to fly past you with the up fake and then go off the window.
2-point ball game now. Cobley. He's guarded by Jasna. Loose ball ran down by Cooley. He'll slow it down in the half court. Back to Cobley. Bounce pass back to Cooley. Now Brown has it.
Oh, I get Philpott there.
Yeah, Philpott got just a little too over-exaggerated with his movements.
I was going to say that about the offender who almost fell down. There's a little bit more acting on that than.
Well, they bring Keller back in with his 2 fouls.
I say good.
Good, great, grand. I'll tell you who it was. It was Sasquatch.
Right. There's Keller. Skip across to Cobley. Cut off every direction he goes. Brown lost the handle on it, and Burton ties it up.
That'll be Van Buren ball.
And look at this luscious mullet coming up for Van Buren.
Yeah.
That is number 10, Peyton Haberly.
Nunamaker.
Oh, Cooley to trigger now for Van Buren. He'll get it in to Denton. He's cut off, and it's swapped out of bounds by Burton.
Daniel Burton, once again, hands are everywhere.
Cooley will get it into Cobley. Now across to Keller for a deep three. Rims out, won't go. Holland went for the board, finally gets a hand on the loose ball. And we're going to say, they're going to say that he had a foot on the out-of-bounds line. It's going to stay with Van Buren.
Boy, if Scott would have kept his hair, there'd been a battle of the mullets there for the ball.
Certainly. High for the inbound is Cobley, now Cooley. Here, my goodness.
That's one mullet to rule them all.
Right, Haberly gets it back to Cooley.
The song Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox pops in my head.
Anything Joe Diffie related.
Right.
Keller in trouble, finds Cooley. He goes up hard to the basket, and it's good.
Yeah, good finger roll there. Had Grant Carnes flying at him.
Jasna lost a handle on it. Burton goes hard to the cup, and it's in for two.
Good job by Burton, just going to the glass, absorbing the contact, and still having enough strength to get it off the window.
Setting up a little bit of a full court press here now. Cooley runs into Burton and Philpott. Burton has it. He lost the handle on it. Now loose ball. Lawson Craner's checked into the game when I wasn't looking, and whistle blows, and that's going to be on Craner reaching in. With 9.5 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, hectic ending so far here to the first half. Just the 5th team foul.
Arrington up off the bench. He'll come in and get Jasna.
Van Buren will inbound underneath their own goal. 2-point advantage, 9.6 to go in the half.
Look for Cooley to find Cobley way out on the deck.
Ooh, Arrington almost got that.
He read it well, just couldn't quite drag it in. Now Keller has it. Back to Cooley. He's cut off. Now Cam Keller puts up a desperation three at the buzzer, and it won't go. And that's going to do it for the first half. 14-16, Van Buren on top as the teams hit the locker rooms here at the half. Well,
nobody running away with it yet.
No.
Not quite.
We might be here for a while.
Team fouls are pretty well even. Greenwood with 5 in the first half. Van Buren with 3.
And it's a 2-point game. And you wouldn't expect anything different, actually. When these two teams went to double overtime, you expect two closely matched teams playing a close ball game. Can't say it's a great ball game because it's been hit and miss on both offensive and defensive ends for both teams.
Right.
But if you're Greenwood, you're tickled to death. Be down 16-14. It was a 13-7 score, I believe, after one, or 13-6, something like that.
Yeah.
So Greenwood was able to hold him to 3 points in the second period. You know Van Buren's not going to be held to 3 points very often.
No, especially with guys like Keller out there that can hit it from just about anywhere. Denton's really good at handling the ball, as is Johnson. Cooley's got good hands as well. But on the Bulldog side of the ball, Arrington, Philpott, Burton, Carnes definitely a threat underneath. If we can get him underneath and feed the beast, he can fill the coin slot all night long for 2.
Yeah, and, you know, Carnes really hasn't been a factor. Daniel Burton's been a factor. He's played really well this first half. But you expect Carnes to get some looks going into the second half, and those looks, I mean, by him going to the basket.
Right.
Being able to draw the contact, getting up and scoring.
And his second chair, definitely one to contend with as well. Lawson Craner can also get in there and throw elbows. Some good players up off the bench for Heineman and company as well. So set to be a good second half. Hopefully we get a little extra basketball tonight. Not too late, though. I would like to see my pillow.
Yeah.
You got to whisper sweet nothings to it?
Well, probably not.
Okay.
I'm one of those people that just kind of stops at the end of the day and falls over.
Right, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got duties tomorrow. We've mentioned
Certainly.
it a couple times. The
Right.
Bologna Lady Eagles, the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs
Well,
from the Eagles' Nest.
If you'd like to come out and run the tractor tomorrow, put out some hay, we could get off a little earlier.
See, I got to be at the office at 7:15. Got some work for the Greenwood schools I've got to do until we depart.
I mean, would they notice you being gone on a Tuesday?
Probably not.
Oh, well.
I mean, who would notice I'm gone anyway?
Obviously, everyone at this point. Place just doesn't. It definitely. If it runs squeakily. Squeakily?
Squeaky clean,
No, not clean.
not squeakily.
Not without you. The duties that you had me doing up there after your knee surgery about put me out.
Yeah. Well, I won't be able to come put the hay out.
Well, that's all right. Not this time. Maybe the next time.
Probably not then either.
I'm
There's
gonna-
duties that need to be attended to.
I'm going to enlist you in the summertime then when there aren't nearly as many duties.
Well, there's a lot of duties
There's
in the
no-
summertime.
We've been talking about duties for a while now.
Right.
Well, we've got-
Obligations, does that make you feel better?
It certainly sounds better.
Yep.
4.5 minutes left to go here in the half.
Oh, there went my ride, so I hope you're allowing me to ride home with you.
Right, well, as long as you don't mind us stopping at Waffle House.
I've got duties.
Certainly,
But we're having fun here.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to step away. 4 minutes left here in the half. We'll be back with second half action here on Greenwood Sports Center. We're about to get started here in the second half. Greenwood will have possession of the ball as we get started. Your starting five will be back out on the court for both squads. Garnes will trigger inbound to Arrington. Now Jasna has it. He'll go to the cup, kick it out to Garnes for three. Yes!
Talk to me.
Here we go. And Greenwood takes the lead by one in
Is
the
that our
opening
first lead?
drive. Yes.
Well, that's a good look there as well as Jasmine was able to penetrate, drew the defenders to him, found the weak side in Garnes, and Garnes was able to knock down the shot.
Yep. Now on the other end, Denton has it. And the ball gets away. Cobley tracks it back down to Johnson, now underneath to Denton. He'll turn around, won't go, gets his own board, goes back up, and a whistle is blown.
And if you're Greenwood, you got to get to the basketball, just block out on the first missed opportunity there. Not able to do so, and that'll send Van Buren to the free throw line.
That's on Jasna. That's his first.
Denton will go to the free throw line. He gets 2 opportunities here.
First one won't go.
Iron unkind. This is Greenwood's first lead of the night.
I think so.
I believe so. Second one on its way. It'll fall good.
If we did, it was early on, and I don't remember.
Right.
Tie ball game now. Here's Arrington.
We played all this game to decide nothing yet.
Exactly. The way I see it, the game just started.
Arrington goes to the cup hard. It goes in good.
Yeah, Arrington just gets the ball up and finds the shooter's touch. It falls through, and Greenwood jumps back out to a 2-point advantage.
Well, we switched to the dribble drive offense. Seems to be effective so far.
Here's Keller with it. Watch him, boys. He's got range.
Ooh.
And Denton just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he lost it. He bounced it hard, was trying to catch it on the up, and it just slipped out of his hands out of bounds.
Back the other way now, the Bulldogs. Heineman up, barking out orders. Arrington goes hard to the cup. It won't go. Carnes kicks it out to Jasna. His three won't go. And Keller comes down with it to a harassing Bulldog defense.
Coach Hyman begging for a push-off, an extension of the arm to clear space. No avail.
Cobley back to Denton. He'll drive in. Shot good.
Good aggressive take there from Denton. Found the opening, got to the baseline, and went up off the window. Able to avoid Grant Carnes flying, tried to block the shot.
Philpott up off the bench. He'll wait for the next dead ball. Jasna. Now Garnes has it on the left wing. He'll dribble back out and kick it to Arrington. Now over to Daniel Burton for three-point basket.
Daniel is so quick with that trigger. He catches it and lets go of it very quickly, and that one was spot on. From our angle, we could see it going smooth towards the net. Nothing but nylon.
Who's the net? Keller with it on the other side. Errant pass, and the loose ball picked up by Jasna.
Things are going very well so far.
He's tackled at the midcourt stripe by Cooley. Spin move, goes up, and he's fouled.
Oh, and one.
And one.
Who touched him?
It said Carnes.
They're going to say Carnes, and he took a rough shoulder from a passing pointer.
And we talked about Isaiah Arrington just throwing it up down here and getting a shooter's roll. That's what happened to Cooley there. He was able to flip it up, and it danced around and fell through, and we're tied again.
Philpott has come into the ball game for Jaden Garnes. And here's Arrington. He'll drive hard, and that ball is off of Cooley's foot.
.312 to go, almost midway through the third quarter here.
Arrington finds Burton alone in the corner for three. Come on!
Yeah, they may want to find Burton. Talk to me from three-point land. Says, give me all three of these.
And just like that, 25-22, Greenwood on top. It is a shooter's duel. Cobley has it. He's cut off. Finds Keller in the corner. He'll drive, put it up off the side of the backboard. It won't go. And that's going to be out of bounds on Denton. Excuse me.
We definitely have the
Johnson.
momentum.
I need to keep capitalizing here,
Uh-huh.
create offensive opportunities, find the open player, and knock down the open shot.
Arrington to Burton. Now Carnes up high. Finds Burton. Now Philpott. He'll drive back out and find Carnes. Kicks it to Burton from this side for 3.
Boom! Talk to me, Daniel Burton. DB, as they call him. The heat check.
I
My
love it.
goodness.
That may open up the middle.
Yeah, Carnes may be getting
Carnes
some looks
be
there.
ready.
Yeah. Cooley alone out on the court. Now here's Keller. Deep inside to Cobley. He'll kick it back, hoping for Keller. And Philpott came up with it. He is
It's 4 unforced.
Oh, they're going to call him travel.
shoved, really, but. And the mullet is back. Haberly checks into the ball game
The mullet's back.
for Keller.
Full timeout taken by Van Buren, I believe. I think Coach Hyman's wanting an explanation.
He's not going to get one. And arguments are breaking out all over the arena.
It's nice to hear somebody else yell at them for a change.
Besides you? Yeah.
I don't do that.
I settled
I
you
have
down.
discussions.
Put a set of headphones on you. It settles you right down.
That's exactly why I do this. I get to watch more basketball and not get thrown out of the gyms. Which has only happened once.
Has that been I was about to say, has that been a problem in the
No,
past?
It's only happened once, and I deserved it.
Yeah. Own it. That's all.
I'll say this. It's not you I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Who is it?
It's the other one with the Robbins last name that gets a little more animated.
Which one?
Your bride.
Oh.
She be the one with the flowing.
I was like, have you
locks
met my
of
twin
red.
brother?
No, we're talking about the.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Woo, goodness.
Yeah.
2 steps and she was on the court.
All I got to say is they were lucky.
Yeah, lucky she didn't get there. Cobley with it now. He is guarded by Philpott. He'll skip ahead to Haberly, the mullet. Now Johnson, his shot won't go.
Good defense, Grant.
Grant comes down high with the board, and Burton up ahead to Philpott.
Just
Cut off.
protect
He'll
it.
kick it back to Burton for 3. It won't go. Kicks it back out to Jasna. Now Arrington for 3.
No.
Won't go. Hits the front of the iron, and Johnson comes away with it.
Heat check for Burton there. Just seeing how warm he is.
Haberly's going to try 1 for 3. It won't go. High for the board, and
Who are they calling for that?
They call
number
number 2.
2.
Jasna.
Jasna.
I didn't know he was anywhere near it.
Carnes thought it was him.
Well, it usually is.
He was looking down on everybody.
Hey, Carnes is playing hands straight up. He's playing really good defense.
There's a 3-pointer from Cobley, and that ties things. No, excuse me.
We're still up by 3.
We are
Yeah.
still up by 3. Minute to go here in the third. Arrington into Burton. Bounce pass to Jasna. He cuts to the cup. Won't go. Foul. No call. And here come the pointers. Almost a backcourt violation as Cooley just does get across the stripe. Haberly in the corner. Cut off. He's picked up his dribble. Bounce pass into Johnson. Now he'll skip it across.
Good job,
Good
Philpott.
hands,
And
Philpott.
Philpott swatted it away out of bounds.
Used every inch of his frame.
Holland comes in to get Jasna and his 2 fouls. Cooley with it on the inbound. Now back to Cobley. He's cut off, guarded, harassed. Cooley won't go. Johnson comes up with it. He's guarded well. And
I think they'll get Scott on that
yeah,
one.
certainly. 21 gets 1.
Elijah Johnson.
Johnson will go to the line and shoot the 2 points.
4-0. If you're keeping count.
Of the fouls?
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
First free throw is up, and it's good. 28-26, 17.3 left here in the third quarter. Greenwood clinging to a 2-point advantage. Elijah trying to cut that in half. Second free throw, nothing but net.
Quickly, Holland gets it in to Arrington. Pressure coming from Cooley. He gets it to Carnes. He'll drive in, kick it out to Philpott. Now Holland at the top of the key to Burton. 5 seconds, got to make something happen here, boys. He goes hard to the bucket, and he's fouled. Probably going to get Denton on that one. No.
Haberly.
Haberly gets called for the foul.
Well, we mentioned this in the first half. Burton being aggressive, not just settling for the three, putting the ball on the floor, went to the basket there, drew the contact. He has 2 opportunities here at the charity stripe.
First one is a beaut. Hindman switching out personnel. He's confident Burton will make this, and he wants defense back. Second one, money. 4-point advantage now.
Greenwood picking up three-quarter court.
3-point, excuse me. Shot on its way from Cooley, won't go, desperation, and that is 3 periods of basketball. Greenwood leads 30-27. Doc, we've seen a real fight back here.
Yeah, it's been a battle, and we knew it was going to be. We talked about it at halftime. There's 2 teams that are evenly matched. Double overtime is the only thing that kept these 2 teams from they went to double overtime. Just shows you how evenly and well-balanced these 2 teams are as they compete. I'd like to see the effort. Daniel Burton obviously had a huge quarter, 3 threes, made those 2 free throws late. So he had 11 of our points there in the third quarter. Really was aggressive from the start. And Greenwood needs another quarter like that out of Mr. DB, and he'll maybe carry the Bulldogs to victory.
Only seen a handful of replacements for Van Buren, Haberly, Brown, and Pagarion. Those are the 3 that I've noticed that come in from time to time for Van Buren. Of course, for Greenwood, you've got Lane Philpott in and out, Caleb Burnett in and out, Scott Holland in and out, and Lawson Craner in and out. The depth is there on the Greenwood side of the bench, and certainly didn't name some names that haven't been in the ball game yet for Greenwood that are also handy with a basketball.
Well, and the fouls aren't a problem for anybody right now. Nobody in foul trouble. Just 5 team fouls total called here in the third quarter. Van Buren will begin with the possession here as we're underway.
Cooley has it across the half-court stripe. Holland, Arrington, Carnes, Philpott, and Burton all out on the field on the court. Burton flashes for the steal, and he's still guarded heavily. And number 21, A.G. Denton, will be called for the foul.
Yeah, Burton, we talked about it, man. He's been everywhere, defensively, offensively. He picks the pocket there and draws the contact.
Holland to Burton in the corner for 3. Won't go. Arrington for the board. He'll turn around and put it back. It won't go. Carnes gets the board. He'll kick it out to Philpott. Now Arrington at the top of the key. Won't go. Holland for the board. He turns around, tries to get it to Carnes, and Hindman's going to burn a timeout and settle the troops.
And he wants to value the possession, wants to make sure they get points on this possession, knows how big each possession is. When you have a little over 5 minutes to go in the game, you want to make sure you make the most of every opportunity you have, and Coach Hyman signals the timeout and tries to collect the troops.
Certainly some downtime for us coming up.
What?
Downtime.
Huh.
You don't know what that is.
No.
Well, as far as the nighttime goes, unless you've got other duties.
There's that word again.
Yeah. Responsibilities.
Well, we've got wrestling at home tomorrow night.
Okay.
We're at Bologna with basketball.
Correct.
Wednesday night we have seventh grade games at home.
Yeah.
7th grade games on the road.
7th grade girls at home, right?
Right.
I'll go watch Claire collect her 2 points.
Thursday night, a rare night from August to May for me. There's not an event at home scheduled.
Yeah.
And Friday night we host Russellville. Saturday's dual state at Russellville.
Well, Oh, and a cutting Philpott can't make it go. Carnes up for the board. All kinds of fouls happening. We're going to finally get a whistle, and Philpott's going to be charged.
Yeah, and Carnes was mad at himself there. He had an opportunity for the putback, was soaring above everybody. He's got that leaping ability. Ball does not fall, and then a foul is whistled on Philpott. Picks up his second.
That'll be team foul number 5 on Greenwood as Cooley brings it across and get it to Keller.
Good hands, Daniel.
And finally ran down. Keller has it. Skip pass over to Cobley. Inside now to Denton. Cobley to Keller, or excuse me, to Cooley. He'll pull up for a 3. Arrington almost had that one swiped away, and now we've got a tie ball game.
Big 3 from Cooley. We mentioned him overtime, and to get into overtime, he made big shot after big shot for Van Buren at Greenwood.
Arrington gets it to Carnes after he picks up his dribble, and a foul is called on number 20. That is Elijah Johnson. That's his first, team foul number 3. No kidding. Huh. Arrington to trigger. Finds Holland alone in the corner, but Denson gets in the way. Reset, try again. Found a flashing Carnes up, won't go, rimmed out, and Denton got a hold of it. He picked up his pivot foot, almost a travel, didn't get it called. Here's Cobley for 3. It won't go. Holland and Carnes high for the board. Arrington, loose ball, finally gets control of it off of his head. Finds Burton up ahead.
Oh,
nicely
great body
done.
control.
If you've ever watched Daniel Burton come crashing down the lane and then just stop in midair, it's almost like he just pauses there.
Just like me, only different.
Right, completely. Here's Keller. He's been quiet thus far. Now Denton. Van Buren spreading the ball around. Lots of shooters. Cooley guarded by Arrington. And now Johnson. Now Denton. Cobley bounce pass into Keller and rejected by Burton, but Keller will go to the line. Certainly was. Team foul number 6, and that's Daniel's second.
Yeah, Burton's going to say, if you're going to score, you're going to earn it. Wasn't malicious. He just went up.
Played the ball. He just had to get there fast.
Certainly did, and Keller is clutch from the line. In comes Garnes and Jasna. They'll get Holland and Philpott. I like to see these rotating Bulldogs in and out, get some fresh feet out there to go against this Van Buren offense. Keller got both of them, and the ball runs away.
3:39 left in this one. We're tied.
32 all. Here's Arrington with it now. Garnes and Jasna checked in with Carnes and Burton. Kaler gets it across to Burton. Now Jaden Garnes has it to Grant Carnes. He'll drive in, kick it out to Arrington. Skip pass over to Garnes. Now Arrington again. Jasna, one more pass to Burton. He's fouled, no call, and the three-point basket.
The 3.
Beautiful.
Ooh, Cooley just goes the length of the court.
Yeah.
They're going to call a no foul, no shot.
On the floor.
Yeah, that one's going to be against Jasna.
We're not keeping stats.
On the floor. And now the officials are arguing. Number 2, push.
Oh, they're giving him the shot?
Well, no, it's 1 and 1.
No, he said one shot.
All right. That's the way it happens.
17 fouls on Greenwood. Shot on its way, it's good. Guess what, boys?
Tie ball game.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go, midway through the 4th.
Jasna has it. Picks up his dribble. Now Arrington, guarded closely by Keller. He'll go in, put it up off the glass. He's fouled and count it.
And that foul's on number 20. That's Johnson. Good aggressive play there by Arrington. Went to the basket.
That's his second foul. Team foul number 4 on the Pointers. Arrington for the old-fashioned 3. On its way, rims out. Carnes high for the board. Kept control of it. He knocked down. Ball hit
Coach
Cooley.
Hyman's trying to get a timeout, but they're saying the ball wasn't controlled.
Philpott will come into the ball game to get Jasna. He'll switch spots with Garnes. Now into Carnes.
Oh, good pass.
Nice play.
Garnes
Good
goes
play.
to the cup and it goes in.
Garnes
That
was
was a
sneaking
good
around
play.
on the baseline.
That was designed as well.
Carnes turned around and saw him cutting to the basket, and he went off the window for 2.
Keller for a deep 3. It rims out. Grant Carnes with the board. He controls it, gets it to Burton. He'll slow it down and get it to Philpott now. Now back to Burton, over to Garnes, left side. He's cut off by Denton. Now Philpott.
He was stepped on the sideline. They're right. It was right in front of the Van Buren students.
Burton for 3, too long, won't go. Rebound, Cobley. He'll just have to drive with it. Now Cooley has it. He goes up against Carnes, and
They're going to say a block. Yep.
yeah. He camped out there. That's Carnes' second, and Cooley will go to the line to shoot.
They're saying 1 and 1.
1 and 1. Apparently it was on the ground.
Or he wasn't shooting.
Either way, first one is good.
Somebody doesn't like it.
I know who that was. Cooley's second one is on the way. It won't go. Ran down by Johnson. He'll put it back. Won't go. Carnes knocks it out. Denton gets it. His board won't go. And now Carnes gets it to Arrington. He wants to drive.
Oh.
An errant pass picked off by Keller. Now Cooley has it going back the other way.
And Garnes was all alone. Isaiah just couldn't find him.
Cooley with some fancy dribbling. He's cut off by Burton. And Van Buren's coach wants a timeout. Certainly.
1:27 to go. We'll set the stage for you. Greenwood 39, Van Buren 36. Van Buren, like Heineman, valuing the possession, understanding, hey, we've got to get a good, solid possession here. We have got to score. We've got to put points on the board, knowing that Greenwood is up 3. Now the question is, do you say, Cooley, go to the basket, try to get fouled? Or do you try to set up Cobley outside, try to let him knock down a 3, or Keller, who we know can hit from near midcourt?
Or the concession stand.
Yeah, I mean, what's the option here if you're Van Buren?
Likewise, Heineman with his troops trying to settle them down, trying not to commit the foul. You're already at 8 team fouls. You certainly don't want to send anybody to the line to shoot 1 and 1, and you don't want to get any closer to that 2 points to the end of the game.
Well, watch Cooley inbounding the pass and them trying to find him back with a return pass, maybe going to the corner and try to hit a 3.
It's going to be Cobley, guarded by Jasna. Bounce pass back to Keller in the corner. Little jumper, fade away, and it goes good for 2. It's a 1-point ball game. Jasna has it now back to Garnes. Now Jasna as they break the press and come forward. Philpott. He'll dribble back out. And
Oh, boy.
just too much pressure for that particular drive. 1-point ball game with 1 minute and 4 seconds left. Van Buren has it, and Cooley will bring it down slowly, let some air out of it. He'll get it to Cobley in the corner, now back out to Keller. Inside underneath to Denton, now Keller has it. His shot won't go. Carnes grabs the board.
I wish he'd stopped dribbling it, picking it up.
Here comes Burton. He wants to find Philpott for 3. It won't go. Johnson gets the board. Now Cooley runs into the back of Burton, and the whistle blows.
Still 1 and 1. Coach Hyman looks at Philpott and says, hey, be smart. We had the lead.
Yep.
Now Cooley's got an opportunity to tie it and take the lead for Van Buren. Actually, it's a 1-on-1. He's got to make the first to get the opportunity to take the lead.
Burton has 3 fouls as the game is tied. Arrington up off the bench. And Van Buren takes the lead.
And a timeout. 40-39 our score. Greenwood with the possession and an opportunity. That's what you ask for. Got an opportunity here, see what can happen. Coach Hyman drawing up the best play. You think back to the first or start of the third quarter, we did dribble drive a lot, got into the paint, penetrated, and found the open player. See if that's something that Coach Hyman goes back to. See if they try to isolate Grant down low and then let him kick out to somebody else, because they know if they can get Grant the mismatch inside, he can go up strong and get to the basket. And you see if that's an opportunity. There's several options here for Greenwood. Just seeing what Coach Hyman will draw up here with his troops.
Certainly, and you can also think about kicking that back out to Burton for the 3. He's been really good outside the arc tonight. And
maybe Burton going to the hole. I mean, Burton's been very aggressive.
Certainly
so
has
we'll
the
see
shooting,
what the option is here.
The shooting touch, and if you're Van Buren, you're going to want to guard those 2 guys closely.
Arrington, Philpott, Burton, Garnes, and Carnes, the 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. 33.7 seconds left in this ball game. Greenwood trails by 1.
Here's Arrington with it now on the inbound from Garnes. Across the midcourt stripe into Carnes. He's guarded closely, now back out to Arrington. Now Burton has it. And a foul called.
But that's 5, only 5 team fouls. So
that's against Cooley. That's his second. And Coach Hyman wants another timeout.
Well, that's the strategy there. I mean, you're going to let them burn some clock, and then you commit a foul. They still got 2 more before there's the 1-on-1 opportunity. So Van Buren may do that again. They may say, hey, we're going to let you dribble a little bit, let you try to find somebody, and then we'll commit a foul. That way you can't get a shot off, and it'd just be the one. It's just you're still a 1 away from the 1-on-1.
9 team fouls on Greenwood, 5 for Van Buren, so still 2 fouls away from 1-on-1 territory for the Bulldogs to be in the bonus. Special thanks to all of our sponsors that you've seen flash against the screen tonight. Wouldn't be possible without those fine folks supporting Greenwood Sports Center.
20 seconds to go. Greenwood with the possession.
Well, now that's the is it still 20 seconds? Because that was the
yeah, I know.
Okay. Is it 20?
It's 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, I thought we had a little more time than that.
20.8 to be exact.
So I was right. So were you. Here we go. Arrington has it to trigger the inbound pass. Carnes, Garnes, Burton, and Philpott all out on the floor. Here's Grant. Kicks it out to Garnes. Now Burton, bounce pass into Arrington. Gets it to Carnes. Back out to Burton for 3. His shot is altered.
They're calling a foul. Good.
And a foul is called, and there'll be 3 shots coming for Daniel Burton. And we're trying to sort out the laundry on who the foul is on.
Gonna see what that is. If that's a 3-point shot,
say it's on Cobley, number 15. He disagrees.
So it's 3 shots for Daniel Burton.
Burton's first one won't go.
Burton has played a whale of a basketball game for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, he has.
1 to tie, 2 to win.
Well, to take the lead. Still got to play defense because there's 10.6 seconds to go.
Certainly, and Hyman wants to take another timeout to settle everything down. So 10 seconds left now, Doc. You got 1 more free throw coming. Burton at the line. You're going to want your best rebounders in close, somebody that can block out, grab the board, and go back up strong if the miss is.
Well, you want to do that without fouling. I mean, that's key because that'll put Van Buren at the line for 2 shots. It'll be the 10th foul.
Yep.
So Greenwood's got to be smart on the offensive end here. Make the free throw. That's the first thing. And then set up defensively. Know that Cooley is going to be their option. He's going to want to push the pace quickly to the other end. Going to have to defend him, guard against him going straight to the basket, which is what he did against Greenwood at Greenwood.
Mm-hmm.
But the important thing right here, if you're Daniel Burton, make the free throw.
We've seen him do it. He missed the first, got the second. We're tied. 10.6 seconds left here in this contest. Burton will toe the line again, and Cooley asks for more crowd noise. One shot coming for Daniel Burton. On its way and good. There's Cooley with it, and he wants to drive deep.
Carnes
picks it off. And they will foul Arrington. No.
They're going to say a jump ball.
Are you kidding me?
Is it Greenwood's ball?
And the possession goes.
So 3.6 to go. Great job by Grant Carnes.
Yep.
Intercept the pass.
Timeout Greenwood. And let's let this officiating staff get together. They're arguing amongst themselves. Now, Arrington was mauled forevermore, for lack of a better term. And a jump ball called. We've got 1 point is the advantage. Still, let's sort this out, see who's got possession. I think it's Greenwood.
Yeah, it'll be our possession.
Mm-hmm.
So with 3.6 seconds left here in this ball game, if you left early tonight, you are missing some electricity.
We just called a timeout again.
And we've called another timeout to draw it up again.
Yeah, we wanted to see. You got 5 of them. Might as well take them all.
And that's going to be Greenwood's last timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's the questions you have there. If there's a 5-second violation, you don't have the fallback on the timeout now.
There's no cushion.
So 3.6 to go. The important thing is to get the ball inbounded. You definitely don't want to turn it over underneath their basket.
Absolutely not. If nothing else, you want to send somebody way down the court and airmail it.
Yeah, you would think somewhere in the vicinity they throw it to Grant Carnes and just throw it up. Let him just go out jump everybody because that's what he can do.
Right.
But you know they're going to commit a foul. If they don't get the steal, they got to commit a foul, and that'll be the 1-and-1 opportunity for Greenwood on the other end.
So it looks like a pretty tight-knit bunch here to start things off. Johnson smells a rat. He'll go back out to half court. Keller will bail out as well. And here goes Burton. Long, and he gets it. Fakes him out, and he goes to the cup.
Oh, my gosh, I missed it.
And he is fouled. You've got to be watching through that screen.
I know.
And Burton will toe the line for 2.
Yeah, he gets the opportunity for 2, and that's one of those almost if he fakes it up, lets him go past him, he just hangs on to it for 0.8. That runs it out, but Burton goes to the free throw line. Van Buren's not going to have much time for anything other than a catch and throw. They're not going to be able to take very many dribbles, if one at all, no matter what Burton does here.
Hyndman clears the lane as to not have any fouls committed whatsoever.
Shouldn't this be who should be at the free throw line with the game that he's played tonight?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Great game.
Second one on its way is good. And a 3-point basket is the only hopes.
4 out of 5 from the line with the game on the line for Daniel Burton. Right there in the last 30 seconds or whatever it was, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, I guess, because he made it with 10 seconds left.
Right.
Had that 3-point opportunity. Big shots from Daniel Burton. And Van Buren will take their last timeout. Down 3, 0.8 seconds to go. They have to inbound and have to go the length of the floor in 0.8 seconds. Oh, not only do they have to do that, but they have to make a 3-point shot just to tie the game.
Well,
not completely out of the realm of possibility
not
by any
out
means.
of the realm of possibilities. You certainly don't want to foul anybody taking that three-point shot.
Well, if you're Van Buren, you got to run the baseline. You've got that opportunity because the free throw was made.
Wouldn't you just foul them right away?
Well, you can. I mean, that's their schools of thought.
There's a risk there because it'll be the 10th team foul. They're shooting 2.
Yeah.
And it prevents, so, I mean, you run the risk of making the first one and missing the second one, getting a quick putback. I think at 0.8 seconds, I would just take my chances.
So Carnes, we're going height now. Carnes, Craner.
The width of the floor.
And Craner's just going to shield the inbounder.
Which is something that he can do with all 6'3" of him. Cooley puts up a desperation 3, and it won't go. And Greenwood wins this ball game in regulation in Van Buren, Arkansas by 3. 43-40 is your final as the Pointers and the Bulldogs of the freshman class split one apiece.
Yep. Entertaining game.
Yeah, very good game. Daniel Burton, obviously the player of the game, had huge shot after huge shot, made a ton of threes, and made 4 or 5 free throws down the stretch. Greenwood gets this one 43-40.
Certainly glad to be able to bring this one to you. Thanks to Luke Robbins for filling in on camera duties tonight. Joey Buffkin couldn't be here.
Let's make it clear, I am no Joey Buffkin.
There aren't many that are.
There was no insinuation that you were.
Exactly.
Certainly not. So Greenwood takes the win home to the house tonight. Tomorrow night, live from Valonia, the Lady Bulldogs travel down for the makeup game against the Lady Eagles. We'll have the action here for you on Sports Center. Be sure and subscribe to the channel and click the subscription bell. You'll be notified every time we go online. That way you don't miss a minute of Greenwood sports action here on Greenwood Sports Center. I'm Sean Holland saying so long and good night from Van Buren, Arkansas, where the Bulldogs win victorious here in Van Buren.